Hi everyone! Today I'm going to share with you a mini book that I made for my eldest son Jarrod. So let's go ahead and get started here. What I did is I actually used the envelope pocket technique to make this mini book. I actually learned how to do this from my best gal Bona at a crop I hosted a few months back. But saw that Marion at apieceofcraft.com had actually put out a video on this quite some time ago. So this is a super duper cute idea. I love it. So anyways, what I have here in the front is just a bunch of fiber and ribbons kind of tacked on to the O-wires here. I used my Bind It All to put this mini together. Hanging here, I have a Tim Holtz pin trinket. It says keepsake on it. And then another Tim Holtz trinket. And what I did on this is I just put black dauber on there and I scratched it off with a sanding block to give it that worn look. On here, this is a Making Memories silver metal sentiment. What I did is I used Ranger's alcohol ink in red pepper to color it. And then I took some black dauber paint and then I scratched it off with a sanding block to get that distressed look. And then another Tim Holtz embelly here. It says Cherish. I also took some black dauber and scratched it off with a sanding block. Over here I used Tim Holtz masking technique using the alphabet masks to get that J on there. And then a little Making Memories nameplate, I used black dauber and scratched that off with a nail file. And you'll find I did that a lot in this book because it has a really distressed, boyish tone to it. And you'll see that this mini book is Tim Holtz meets Prima. Over here is a little die cut that I cut out using a Cuttlebug die cut and my Sizzix machine. I got this cute little die from my best gal Bona. Thanks, Bona! So cute. And then I just colored it in with some color pens. And then inside here I have Jarrod's first grade picture, which is my favorite picture, and I used a number 1 from one of my thicker sets there. And then over here I have the letter C, which I grunged up a little bit, again with black paint and a nail file, and just got some ribbon on there on the side. Okay, so let's get this opened up. On the first page, I used a masking technique, and you'll see that almost on every page of this mini. The edges are all edged with a Tim Holtz Distress ink in black soot. Over here we have some Prima flowers. I took a black We Are Memory Keepers brad, and I scratched it off with a nail file to give it that worn look on there. And I edged all the flowers, of course, with black soot distress ink. Over here is a journaling insert, and it's so funny because this was actually a mistake. I had accidentally used my Bind It All to punch the holes here, not realizing that the lines would be the wrong way. So what I ended up doing was punching holes on all 4 sides of the journaling page and weaving ribbon through there to kind of correct my mistake. And I think it came out okay. A mistake gone right. Over here are star grunge boards by Tim Holtz, and what I did is I took black crackle paint and painted that on, and then I used some gold color box ink to edge it to kind of give it that extra lift. And then over here you'll see that I use staples to hold on, black staples to hold the ribbon onto the page there. Over here is a frame grunge board that I painted with black dauber, and then some more Tim Holtz trinkets, another Tim Holtz trinket, some masking going on there. Oh, so cute. Look at my little man. Over here, oops, looks like it's coming off. Over here I have a Pressed Petals chipboard tag, and it's pretty cool. The pack comes with a nail file, so when you actually file over the color, it gives it that distressed look. And I got that at Big Lots for like $1 for 12 or something. It was a really good deal. Over here is, again, Tim Holtz grunge board, and I used Color Box Gold ink to color that in. More masking going on here, some buttons. Over here used to be a white Making Memories metal label. And what I did is I painted it again with black dauber, and then I scratched out over sweet so that would sort of pop out. And then a journaling insert again. I used Tim Holtz journaling tags, and over here is a grunge board piece that actually I adhered with a brad and curled it up and attached it here. And I used a button to cover up the back side of the brad. This is a Tim Holtz grunge board arrow, and I just colored that in with Willow Dabber by Ranger. And then this came from a Tim Holtz stamp set by Stampers Anonymous. Another press petal chipboard shape that I scratched out with the nail file that came with the pack. And then around these journaling inserts, I actually used black dauber to give it that worn look there. This is a die cut, and actually I cut this out from the Prima Rock Out paper line, which is, this whole album is from the Prima Rock Out Boy paper line. So I cut out the shape, and then what I did is I distressed the heart with broken china, and then I put glossy accents over it to kind of give it that shiny look. And then in the tag here, I used a Prima flower, and I distressed that with black soot. And then over here is I took Jarrod's picture and I adhered it to a fragment, Tim Holtz fragments. Super cool, I love those things. So basically you just take glossy accents and cover up generously one side of the fragment, and then you just kind of put it on top of whatever picture, paper, whatever. Let it dry, cut it out. Awesome, it gives it really good dimension, look at that. And then this is him at 2 years old, so I have like the number 2 there that I colored in with broken china. And then more Tim Holtz trinkets here. Okay, on this side, the technique that I used, I took an acetate, a piece of acetate, and I ran it through my Big Shot using the little square embossing folder. I'm not sure exactly what it's called, but that's how I got that. And I used the black dauber again, let that dry a little bit, and then took my sanding block and sanded it over. And then you'll see that it's just a little insert here for the picture. And the cutout here is using the Stampin' Up! Designer label punch. This is actually a piece of grunge board that I cut out using my Sizzix Big Shot. And then over here is a Prima flower that I stamped, the same stamp that you see here. And then I put a Prima bling in the middle there. Over here is a grunge board piece from Tim Holtz, and what I did is I took the silver metallic dabber, let that dry a little bit, took some Versamark, and then threw on some black embossing powder, and then shot it up with my heat gun. And then after that dried and cooled off, I scratched it off on the edges a little bit with my sanding block to kind of get that worn look. And then just a really simple tag here in the insert for journaling. And then over here you can see more masking going on and edging. And then just really simple page there. This one, I used the Prima chip plates. I put a button in the middle there because it sort of looked plain. I wasn't really quite sure what to do, so just threw a button on there. And then this piece down here is from a stickers pack that I have. And then this is just a little, this is from American Crafts, a little corner rub-on, photo corner rub-on. And a real simple one. This is Jarrod's kindergarten, so I have the K on there for kindergarten. I got that K from a Thickers pack also. And then just some ribbon. You can see some of the masking going on there. And then for the last picture, I have Jarrod's second grade picture taken in the fall when he first started second grade. Have some Prima bling up there. A chipboard star with, I put some vintage photo crackle paint on there so you can see how it's sort of crackled. And then I edged it with the black soot distress ink. And then this is a Making Memories sentiment, metal sentiment, and I just took some white dauber and just ran it over and then scratched it off with a sanding block. And then that's it. Oh, on the back side, had to put that in there. Jarrod may be my oldest, but he's my boy. Anyways, that's my mini album. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for joining me. Bye.